going, everybody? Welcome back to What to Say with Lady J. I am your host, Jessica Carrine, and I am joined today by Brendon, Carrine, Darryl, Gerrard, Debra, McLovin, and Logan, Gerrard. Today's episode is going to be about getting to know Lady J. So my guests today have prepared a number of questions that they're going to ask me. I'm going to answer them as truthfully as I can, depending on the... No, I will give you my honest answer to all questions. Hopefully they're not R-rated, because that's awkward. But anyways, who wants to go first?
I have a couple like opening questions.
Sure.
What do you think about when you're alone in the car?
What do I, I think about how some people, like, don't know how to drive.
Okay.
Think about life sometimes. Just, I don't know. My music. That's a good question. What do I think about when I'm driving? Do I have to be driving or just in the car?
Well, you're alone in the car, so I'd assume.
Well, I people watch, so sometimes like I'll see a couple walking down the street, and because I'm by myself, I usually talk out loud. So I'd be like, they're a very odd couple, like things like that, like little. Or there was one time we were driving a baseball, and this thought came into my head. I was like, I wonder what people's cars smell like. Like,
like if you see somebody with a funny look on their face, like did they just fart
like,
in their
did
car?
you fart or like?
Smell like, or
Does their car smell like garbage? Like, you know, little things like that. Oh, Bosco. Sorry guys, that's Bosco. He's joining us today too.
He's giving us a rendition of what Jessica's car smells like. Okay, that's good. I just figured I'd throw an icebreaker question out there just to get the flow going.
Yeah.
Darryl?
How do you follow up with that one?
Where to start? What's the biggest secret you've ever kept from your parents?
Well, you're getting right into it, eh?
Well, this is the nice one.
Well, if I tell, then it's not going to be a secret anymore.
Hey, not my rules.
Huh. I don't know. I think I've been pretty, like, open with my life, with my parents. I think they know everything.
Alright. If that's your answer.
Well, I don't know. Can I come back? Like, can we come back to the question?
Sure.
Well, like in high school, I smoked weed one time and didn't tell my dad, and came home and went right to my room because I didn't want to face him. That's okay. That's like my biggest secret, I guess. I don't know. Did you know that?
I know everything.
Well, see, I can't not have a secret because
It doesn't matter if I answer yes or no to any of the questions about did I know or did I not know, because you're not going to believe me anyways.
No.
Yeah.
If you knew, you knew. Like, it's not that I'm not going to believe you.
And if you would have came home and told me that you just smoked weed, what do you think I would have done?
I don't know. I was too high to think about that.
Well, we're getting honesty, so that's good.
There you go.
Alright, Debra?
I only have one good one. I mean, I did send you a whole list, but it was like who, what, where, when, why.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best to haul out here. The one that I kind of landed on, the people in this room, if you were to go on a crime spree with one, and only one, who would you pick and why? And it is only one. We're not looking at a team. You're thumbing Louisiana shit.
Well, before we answer this, that's a two-part question.
Why?
Because you asked who and why. So So that's okay. So
we can do the why later?
No, my question is,
yes,
do two-part questions count as two questions?
See, in my head, it's 1A, 1B, and that's
question number 1. Because I have a lot of two-part questions.
Those are all one question in my head.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think it's been determined we're not restricted to 10 anymore.
Oh, okay.
So just the people in this room?
Yes. Not Bosco.
Damn it.
Sorry.
That's a hard one. Because, I mean, I think everybody sitting in this room right now would be a great contender to do a crime. But what crime are we talking?
I beg to differ. There is one person in there's one person in this room that you never commit a crime with. Never even tell them that you committed a crime.
Or that person
Don't even
becomes the
plan the crime anywhere in their vicinity.
Maybe that person's the best fall guy and still a valid contender. You never know.
Like, is there a specific crime in mind, or like it's just anything?
A crime spree would consist of a whole bunch of crimes in one short period of time.
My usual go-to is a very specific thing that we're not going to address right now. Let's go bank robberies.
Mm-hmm. Bank robberies.
Yes, you are going town to town, small towns, old-timey bank robbing activity. Who do you take with you and why?
So for that one, I would choose my dad because he has the fastest getaway car. So I think if it was like a robbery of some sort, I would have him waiting in the car to go because he just bye.
So you're the one going in there with
Yeah. I'd have a face mask on. It's okay. Yeah.
Now you said for that one. So does that mean if it was a different type of crime, you would have a different person that you would be picking?
Maybe.
Interesting. I've got additional
Like if she was going to go on like a cyberbullying spree, Logan would definitely be her go-to.
Oh yeah, he's my hacker
Right.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He
Okay.
throws those threads up on Twitter pretty good.
viral right now.
Viral already, yeah. 3 days after his fact. Alright, Dad?
Besides Scarlett, if you were to get any family member's face tattooed on your body, who would it be? Why would you get it? And where would it go? That's a 3-parter.
Shit. These are some like tough. I didn't expect this kind of questions. Like anyone?
Family member.
Family member.
I'm guessing this means alive or dead. Or does that have to be alive?
Whatever. If you want to narrow it down, you can say immediate family from grandparents down.
Okay, that makes it a little easier to do that. Besides Scarlett. Sorry guys, I'm just thinking. You know what? I think I would get Austin in his football helmet on my shoulder on my back. That was one
Why?
of them. Oh, why? Well, because I'm a big supporter of his football playing, and he's my brother, and his accomplishments make me happy, you know? So I think I would, but I wouldn't just get Austin's face, like, that's a little weird. It would be, like, his football helmet, and then his, like, eyes would be in the front part. So yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Cool.
Darryl?
Have you ever farted out in public and pretended it wasn't you and tried to blame it on someone else?
Maybe. I mean, I have farted in public, but just kind of shrugged it off and like walked away. But it's one of those ones that like you don't know are coming, and then you fart, and then it's like, oh shit, and then you just kind of brush it off and you keep doing what you're doing. When I was pregnant, I used to blame it on Scarlett all the time. Every time I would fart, Logan was like, ew, that's disgusting. I'm like, oops, sorry, Scarlett farted. But no, I never actually blamed it on somebody else. Just walked away. Debra?
Oh no, I just had the one good one.
Okay.
The rest
Logan.
were nonsense.
Logs, what you got for me?
Uh,
I skipped him last time. Sorry, guys.
if you knew you had 1 year to live, what would you change in your life?
If I had 1 year to live, what would I change? Like, I definitely get liposuction. Or like, what's the other one? The like lip implants.
So you have 1 year to live, and your main concern is you want to look better for the last year?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you want to look good while you're going out, you know?
That's a full right to eat whatever you want and not care.
Well, I obviously do that too, but I don't know. No. I think I'd be more adventurous. Like, I'd do more things that I wouldn't do now, knowing that I only have, like, 1 year left. Like, I'd probably go skydiving if I found out I only had 1 year left to live. Dad?
Some of my questions are just to more hear you, like, explain it, not necessarily they're about you. So, describe the color yellow to somebody who is blind.
That's a great question.
Describe the color yellow to somebody who is blind. The first thing that came to my head is very bright. But they're blind. They can't see that.
Well, they can see brightness and darkness.
I don't know what they can see. I'm not blind. I would describe it as a very happy color. It is a very bright color. I know they can see brightness. For fuck's sakes. I don't know. How do you describe anything to someone who's blind?
You're doing pretty good.
That's all I got.
What do you like most and least about your personality?
So I least like. So I personally feel like I have a very outgoing personality. But sometimes I don't like how outgoing I could be sometimes with alcohol involved in that scenario. No, I think I like that I cannot sugarcoat shit with people. If that's like, does that count as your personality?
You cannot sugarcoat shit, or you don't sugarcoat shit?
I don't sugarcoat shit.
Yes.
But I think also I least like that about myself also. Because I can't just... Every time, like, say my friend asking for advice, I give her the hard truth, and sometimes it's a little too harsh, so then I feel bad. So then that's on my conscience. So I think it's like a love-hate relationship with my personality.
Okay.
Logan? Because Debra only had one question.
And apparently doesn't know how to Google anything anymore.
If money and career were no object, what would you be doing right now?
Huh. So what? I just, like, are you saying I'm rich?
Doesn't matter. You could be. Money's not involved. What would you want to be doing right now if you could do anything?
I don't know.
Liposuction.
No, you need money for that.
You have money.
No, you
Money
have
is
money.
no
No
object.
Not a problem.
Oh.
So you don't have to go to work every day because job and money is no object.
If you were a Kardashian,
Okay. Oh, if I was a Kardashian, fuck.
You just had to say it the right way.
yeah, money's no object, and they got no life. So, what would you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Like, maybe I would, you know...
Travel?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely travel. I would, you know, shop all the time. But do nothing. Because I have all this money. Why do I need to be doing something all the time? Right?
Because you can.
Yeah. Or maybe I would just, like, start a company of some sort. I don't know. But yeah, sit around, watch TV. No, just kidding. No, that was a good question. Dad?
How would you convince someone to do something that they didn't want to do?
You only live once. YOLO.
YOLO.
They didn't want to do it. That's their choice, but I would just explain to them that you should take as many chances in life as you can because you only have one life. You need to live it the best that you can.
So, if you only have one life, you would tell them to take the chances and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But if money was no object, you would do nothing.
Or
Oh my
only
God.
if she only had one life to, or
Or
1 year,
1 year to live.
would she do whatever she wanted?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So interesting.
That came back to
So you
bite me
you
in
would
the ass.
you would advise people to do the exact opposite of what you would do then?
Well, I mean, if an opportunity came where, you know, you only have one life, I would do it.
But that's not what the question was. The question is how would you
Yeah.
convince somebody to do something they didn't want to do? So you're a mother, you have a child who you ask her to do something, she doesn't want to do it. You're in a relationship, that happens there as well. You have friends, you want to go out and do something, they don't want to do it. So how do you convince them to do what you want them to do?
Oh. I just give them the puppy dog face. I don't know. I don't stop harassing them for one. So they'll give in eventually.
Okay.
I guess Darryl?
Seems we're going to simplify these questions a little bit more.
Like, I'm not a retard. It's just I'm on the spot here.
You can't use the R word, Jessica. Matt's gonna complain about that.
I'm not handicapped,
Mentally.
mentally ill.
Alright. So, up until the point you were dating Logan,
Yeah.
and this can include him up until that point, what was your favorite go-to move for getting attention from the opposite sex?
Well, I didn't really have a go-to move per se. I don't know.
You had no move?
Did I?
No, I'm asking you.
If you wanted a guy to notice you, what did you do?
Nothing.
I can actually back that up because she didn't do anything.
All right, then.
She acted like my sister and hoped that it would one day switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. I never did that.
I sister zoned her and she realized she's like,
Which
oh,
brings
shit.
me to my next question.
Oh, fuck.
No? Yes?
Wait, what?
Yes?
Are you okay if we go to him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Does it bother you that your boyfriend will probably marry your brother before you? I'm kidding. That's just a joke. I'm kidding.
You know what? I would not be surprised.
I'm kidding. That was a segue into my actual question. Do you see yourself and Logan getting married in the future?
I mean, I personally would like to see that eventually. But I'll be like 85 by the time that happens.
I got to piggyback on your question.
Sure, man.
Why? Why do you want to get married to Logan?
Thanks, Dad.
Why do I want to get married to
Like,
Logan? Or
you say like you want to get married, but it doesn't seem like it'll ever happen. But what is, say, not so much the urgency, but what's driving you to say I need to marry Logan?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting to that age where I need to like get things moving. And Logan's, no, I'm kidding.
So it just so happens I'm here at this point in your life. So I fall.
So the urgency to get married to Logan is not because of Logan, it's because
I'm the guy.
your
by
clock
default.
is ticking.
Obviously, I see myself being with Logan for a very long time. And marriage is in that life plan that I've set for myself. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you want a specific reason why I want to marry Logan, or
If it's
Or
not,
That's pretty
if
much
it's
what he
not
asked.
dirty, but yeah.
no? Well, because I love him. I want to marry him eventually, sometime in my life. Isn't that why you marry somebody? Because you love them.
Most people don't put it so romantic as you do.
Well, I'm not a romantic, so
Because I love him.
into
I
my
want
I
to
don't
marry him eventually.
sugarcoat shit. He falls into the timeline. He just so happens that he's here at this point.
So sweet.
I know.
Okay.
Don't you love it? Yeah.
It's more based on what's the difference between getting married, say, next summer or getting married in 7 years from now.
There's no like urgency. Don't give me that look, because there's not.
No, hold on a second. What's the look, though? Is the look that you feel that there is urgency?
No, it's the fact she's saying there's no urgency. When every week I get pictures of rings saying this is what I like.
Yeah, but that's an engagement. That's not getting married. That's a whole different thing.
You can be engaged for a long time.
Logan doesn't want that. He doesn't want a 5-year engagement.
Well, this isn't about Logan. This is about
Well, I'm
you.
just
We're
saying.
asking questions about you,
No,
not
I understand
Logan.
that, but I'm just saying that I personally wouldn't care, but the significant other on the other side does care. So, yeah.
Next question.
It's a hard question to follow up. If you and Scarlett were to switch bodies, what would Scarlett be doing in your body?
That is not the question I thought you were going to ask. My God. What would... So if her and Scarlett switch bodies,
Yeah.
what would Scarlett do?
Yeah, what would Scarlett take advantage being an adult? What would she be doing as an adult?
Are their mentalities the same, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So wait,
your brain's just switched. Now she's got an adult body. She can
But with a
choose
baby
whatever
brain?
to do. She can go eat whatever she wants. She can go.
You know what? Being the wild child she is, I think she's gonna go right till the LCBO.
Oh my god. She has no idea what the LCBO is.
Wait,
Well, that's
sorry.
why
Yeah.
this makes it a hard question, because
You're asking what Scarlett would do.
what Scarlett would do, because Scarlett can eat anything she wants now. She just
Yeah.
can't reach it. So she's in a body where she can reach it. But if the mentality is still of a 2-year-old child, there's only so much she can still do with that mentality. It doesn't matter which body that she's in.
What would she take advantage of being? I'm like she could choose what she wants to do. She can go where she wants to go. Where would Scarlett? What would she choose to do first?
Ride Papa's bike.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Good answer, Jess.
So what about the other way around?
What would you be doing?
What would you be doing in Scarlett's
Sleeping.
Farting, pooping.
Yeah, I'd be taking advantage of, like, you know, getting my diaper changed, you know.
No, it's potty training.
Well, she still gets her diaper changed. You know, having food handed to me whenever I want it. You know, I would love to switch places with Scarlett.
I think you'd get more timeouts than Scarlett does now.
Yeah, probably.
I hope it doesn't influence the rest of the questions and your answers, but so far, most of your answers have stemmed around doing nothing and getting liposuction.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, for the
you had all
record-
the money in the world,
Sorry,
you do
doing
nothing.
getting liposuction in a certain timeline.
Right.
For the record, just so everybody is clear, and if you didn't know this already, I'm a very lazy person. So
I think they got that.
any chance that I get, I will just veg on the couch. And if I have an endless amount of money just sitting there, I can veg on the couch anytime I want.
So I can scratch this question off the list, because it's what would you work forward to in your free time?
Doing nothing.
Yeah, doing nothing. So scratch that one off. We know the answer to that. What inspires you? Nothing.
All right, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done in front of a mirror?
Remember, there's a lot of photo evidence.
What?
Wow.
Oh, all my selfies?
You went through your duck face phase and
What's the weirdest thing I've ever done in front of a mirror? Singing doesn't count because everyone does that.
If it's the weirdest, it's the weirdest. Whatever
No, I'm
it is.
just trying to think. Done a lot of weird things. I used to talk to myself. So, like, my reflection in the mirror was something else. And so I'd ask a question, and I'd answer it, but it would...
And I'm guessing, since you're bringing this up, this wasn't very long ago.
are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
No, I
Because
was
if you
younger.
if you were a kid, then you'd be like, "Oh, all kids do that."
No, I was
saying.
Listen,
all
I was
people
young.
do
I had
that.
no friends. I had nobody to talk to, so I talked to myself in the mirror.
So this was like 5 years ago.
Wow. No, long time ago.
You know what I
Longer
think
than
of?
that.
So then that's not weird.
Silence
That's
of
what
the
kids
Lambs.
do.
Talking.
What does he say? It's like, I
I
want
you.
you on me. Or what do you say? In Silence of the
Who?
Lambs?
Buffalo Bill?
I'd fuck me.
Yeah.
Would you fuck me? I'd
Yeah.
fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
No,
Sometimes
not
you
like
just
that.
need that daily affirmation. It's good.
I just had like conversations with myself. I got stuff off my chest.
What's your favorite 80s jam?
Favorite 80s jam? What's that song called? Fuck. I don't know if this is 80s. The song by Pat Benatar.
Oh, there's a battlefield?
Yeah, is
Yes,
that 80s?
Yes.
Then yes, that song. I love that song. Can jam out to that one all day. Logan?
Um,
You know, you had like 48 hours to prepare for this. 24.
what is the sexiest and least sexy name you've ever heard?
Like, what do you mean?
What is the best sounding name?
Oh,
What is
okay,
the
okay.
least best sounding name? Yeah, least best.
What's the sexiest name you've heard, and what's the ugliest name you've
Yeah.
heard?
Ugliest name. This is a hard one. 'Cause I really don't think of names like that. Wow. So I really don't like the name Lawrence. No offense. Isn't
No.
different name. Okay, sorry, my mind just went somewhere else.
Your dad's name's Brendon.
No, I thought one of his middle names was. No, it's not Lawrence.
Chris's middle name is Lawrence.
Oh shit! Chris, when you listen to this and you get to this part, I'm very, very sorry.
But she doesn't like you.
But I don't like your middle name. No, it's just I don't know. There's just something about that name that just is weird to me. I don't know.
And names you like, or names you think are sexy?
Does it have to be names that are sexy, or can I just say like a name that I like?
Sure.
Does it have to be a girl or a guy?
How about a name that, if you hear it, it would automatically makes you think that that's an attractive person?
James. No. Take that back.
Yeah. Who's James?
No one. Just the first name that came into my head. Christian.
From 50 Shades?
Yeah. Actually.
Okay.
Darryl, Dad, which one?
I'm just examining my questions here so that they're a little easier for you to answer.
Like.
What's the cruelest thing you've ever done to a friend?
So. This is a bad one because I already have something in my head. So there was a time that one of my friends and myself were not speaking, and I dated her ex-boyfriend for like 2 weeks to spite her, I guess. I was not a nice person.
So you weren't
at
even
one point.
interested in the guy, you just did it to spite?
Well, like, I mean, we were friends. Like, I liked him as a friend, but yeah. Yeah.
Are you friends with her now?
Yes.
We won't.
We won't revisit that one, but yeah.
Do they know?
Yeah.
Well,
I have 2 friends, so take your pick.
Bosco or Austin?
I'm not a lesbian.
Oh, you said you have 2 friends, Bosco or Austin. Never mind.
What?
Moving on. I think you were so worked up for this question seminar that you've broken your brain.
I think so.
What do you think you are best known for? So if somebody brings up your name, it pops into that person's head. Oh, I know Jessica because of blank.
Well.
Apparently dating your friend's boyfriends.
Ex-boyfriend. They weren't together at the time. Anyways,
Doing nothing and calling it like it is.
Not sugarcoating.
Not sugarcoating.
Raw shit.
Well, it depends who you ask. If you ask Austin, he'll tell you that he knows me as putting a burrito in the microwave in a blackout. If you ask, I don't know. Why are they so hard to answer?
Because you're overthinking them. Like, take yourself outside. Like, if, say, it was your dad. What's your dad known for? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of your dad? What's your dad known for?
Being my dad.
I think music. I think guitar playing. I think tattoos. I think, his hair.
His beard.
My hair.
Yeah, don't touch my hair. I love my hair. Don't touch my hair. What's your dad known for? So same thing when it comes to you. What are you known for? Being mad?
No.
Angry.
Why are you angry?
I'm known for having a resting bitch face.
There you go. Something. We're moving outside the box. What else you got?
Logan, want to help me out here?
What about work? What are you known for at work?
My exponential work that I do there.
As a girlfriend, as a daughter, as a granddaughter, family member, what are you known for in the family? Don't know.
I don't know. What would you think?
I'd go with clueless one.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, so what would you say?
I'm not the one being questioned.
Well, I want to know your outlook.
On what I think of you?
Like if
What is she known for?
What am I known for?
What are you known for? You're known for being a very good Mr. Noodles cook.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
You've even graduated up to making it in pots now. large pots of it.
So she could cater.
Yes.
Yeah.
She could cater ramen noodle parties.
Literally, call me up.
You have an infectious laugh, I think. Like when you laugh, you can make other people laugh from your laugh.
Genuine.
Genuine, yeah.
I'd categorize it all in genuine. You're always genuine. So now that we have answered the question for you, do you have any more questions for us?
All right.
Emotional.
Yes, very emotional.
Always mad.
Not always mad, guys.
Angry. All right, let's try to take it off you. How many people can someone sleep with before you secretly judge them for their number?
So sorry, hold on. Can you repeat the question?
Is this like in a span of a
Hold
short
on.
time?
How many people can someone sleep with
Their total number.
before you secretly judge them for their number?
What do you think he said?
I thought he said secretly sleep with. I thought secretly came before sleep
Oh.
with.
Oh.
Much different question.
So basically, what's the number they become a slut? To your opinion.
Well, once you hit double digits, that's, in my eyes, I'll secretly start judging you. So about like 10.
That's what double digits starts at.
Yeah. That's why I had to explain that. Unreal.
All right. Next up.
Logan, you got any more?
What's the creepiest thing you could whisper to a stranger on the street as you're walking by them?
The creepiest thing.
That you personally.
Oh,
can
me?
whisper? Yeah. That you can think of at least.
I know what you did last summer. Get all horror movie on them. Creep
pretty
them out
creepy.
a little bit. I know who you really are. Yeah, something like out of a horror movie, probably.
Okay, let's lighten it up and again take it away from being about you. Just another one perspective. A penguin walks through the door wearing a sombrero.
Hey, muchacho!
What does he say? And and why is he here?
So he says, "Hey, muchacho."
Covered that.
Why is he here? He came to make us some some Mexican cuisine. So he came all the way from Mexico.
The penguin came from Mexico.
The penguin came from Mexico. He traveled to Mexico. So he went on vacation.
Where did he originally come from?
Somewhere cold.
Okay.
It works.
But he wanted to adventure out, so he went to Mexico. On his travels back, he's like, hey, let's stop by Canada. Comes here, makes us the food that he learned how to make in Mexico, and then leaves.
Okay.
So he was in Mexico, and on
Yeah.
his travels back, he stopped off in Canada.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's from the North Pole?
Well, is it on the way?
Canada's.
Well, if he
Is
takes
Canada
the
north or
long
south?
way,
From Mexico.
go all the way around.
It's the super duper long way.
Yeah.
North?
Are you asking me?
What's the meanest thing you've ever said to someone?
I slept with your boyfriend. Your ex.
No. She already knew. I didn't have to tell her. Sorry. Oh my
And
god.
I believe the story was dated for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know how it jumped.
No, Logan was slick there.
Yeah.
Very slick.
I thought your face was the mask, anything like that.
Oh. I was drunk. In my defense, you know what? Debra makes a good point because I feel like shit every time that gets brought up. I did not mean to say that Dion's face looked like a mask in a picture where he looked like a clown at Logan's birthday.
All right. Next question.
Logan? Dad? Logan?
Toilet paper. Over or under?
What?
When you hang up the roll of toilet paper,
Oh,
and it hangs down.
under.
Under?
Stuck in half.
Yeah, you're.
What?
Anybody else?
I'm an over. I'm not neither. I have the toilet paper on the counter beside me so I can wad it around my hand.
Yes. You're actually an under. You prefer under?
So
Well,
you're
it's
the one
just
that keeps putting the toilet paper under?
I guess if I'm the one in the house that puts it under, yeah.
We're gonna have to get you checked.
I just have always done that, so I don't. What's the big deal?
If you don't know, then it's too late.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
Oh, no.
What's the funniest thing that's happened to you recently?
I would say the fire truck story is pretty funny, and that was pretty recent. That was like 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so quick sum up here about this story. Logan, do you want to tell it?
No, it's your podcast. Go.
So, Logan and I were putting Scarlett to bed, and Austin and his friend were in Austin's room. So, Austin comes running into Scarlett's room. The firefighters are outside, and they're asking, like, what were they asking? Whose room is that, or who lives here? So they're asking who lives here and who lived in the bedroom upstairs, and Austin said my sister. And then, so next thing I know, like, Logan's coming downstairs, and I hear my dad downstairs, where's Jess? Where's Jess? And I'm upstairs with Scarlett, and I did not want to come downstairs because I was just too freaked out. So eventually I came downstairs, and so apparently somebody had called 911 in regards to a suicide note in the window of our bedroom. Now, there was no suicide note. It was a Drake album, and it was his album, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. So we explained that to the firefighters, and it was a misunderstanding, whatever. But it's just, it was a funny situation because of the irony that that record has been in the window for 3 years, and now it's like, yeah. I don't even know if I explained it properly, but that was just a quick sum up. So, recently, that wins. But Darryl?
I'm up.
Yup.
I'll save that one till the very end. Well, this is probably not going to go well, but if you could make one wish right this second, what would it be?
Nothing.
One wish right this second.
Genie pops out. You got 10 seconds. Wish for anything you want. 9, 8.
To go back in time and make some different decisions in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my answer. I'm not going to tell you which decisions I would change.
Oh, probably not to be so lazy and sit around all the time.
Logan?
I don't have one this round. Come back to me.
Darryl, you're up again.
Of all the people in this room, who would you switch lives with, and why?
Can I choose Bosco?
He's not a person.
Not a person. But I'm interested to hear the why on that one.
He
Oh,
lays
because
around
lays
in
around does nothing to eat. Yeah, sorry.
In this room, who would I switch places with? That's a hard one, because, I mean, I'm just looking around at everybody.
So you guys can't really see that, but basically she's saying it's a hard question as she looks around the room, being that she wouldn't want to change with anybody in this room.
Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens.
Just
Get her into a
this
bigger
way.
room with more people, maybe she'll be able to make a decision.
No, I don't know.
Bosco
what?
it is.
Alright, fine, Bosco. I was going to say Christa, but I'll go with Bosco.
What was the last gift you gave somebody?
The last gift I gave somebody would be Mom's, which still waiting to come in. So technically I haven't given it to her yet, but Mom's birthday gift.
Which is?
A ring that says Nana on it. What? Logan got one this time?
If you had to change your name, what would your new name be and why?
Lars.
I'm gonna go with something from one of my favorite TV shows. I'm gonna go with Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
What celebrity would you rate as a perfect 10?
That's a hard one. But I'm gonna go with the guy who plays Captain America. what's his name?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Okay.
He is like a 20 in my books.
What's a body part that you wouldn't mind losing?
I could probably go. No, not my feet because I need those to walk.
Not my eyes, because I need them to see.
I could lose like a finger and not be phased.
Which finger?
Challenge accepted.
Probably like one of the pinky fingers. They're kind of just there for decoration. Like, what do you really use your pinky finger for?
It's the only one that fits your nose.
No, I pick my nose with my pointing finger. not my pinky.
If you had an ad at the Super Bowl that was 1 minute long and you couldn't sell it, what would you be advertising?
I'm not giving you the answer on this one.
Am I supposed to already know the answer?
I would think so.
Well, it could be like a PSA too, like if you wanted to put out a message, anything. You have 1 minute to do whatever you want.
Well, I think I'd advertise the podcast and get more listeners.
Does that make sense?
Just give me a minute to think about my answer. I can't just like spew it out right away. Sheesh. Darryl, do you have a question?
All right.
Is this your last one?
No. Don't worry, that one's coming later. So if you had to be locked in a room for 6 hours with either a descented skunk or Logan after drinking orange juice, which would you choose?
Oh, that's a hard one. Because, probably a descented skunk. Because Logan's fucking farts after drinking orange juice are so bad.
Well, it's banned from my house. And if it isn't here, he's not allowed to drink it.
Yeah, no, I can't be locked in a room for 6 hours with those type of farts. No.
In your immediate circle, not the people in this room, but your immediate circle. So your closest friends, family, whatnot. Who is the meanest out of all of them? And why?
Oh.
That's what happens when you pause.
I know, fuck. Who is the meanest? I would have to say I don't know, because everyone's all kind of like a bitch anyways. Darryl. And why, you say? Because
PDR.
Piece de resistance. Constantly embarrassing me any chance he gets. And for the record, I don't like to be embarrassed because I like hyperventilate and I get.
Can I interject on that for 1 second?
Well, I was going to piggyback on that. When was the last time I embarrassed you?
Well, you did a decent job the last time you embarrassed me, so it's been a while, but
okay,
still.
but every chance he gets, but are you giving him those chances?
Well, yeah, I mean, but like he doesn't have to, you know, jump on any like little thing. No.
Fair.
But you're not the meanest. You just like to make fun of me all the time.
You don't need to backpedal. That was the question. So I'll ask a similar question. Who's the funniest?
Funniest? Me, of course. That's obvious.
Aside from you. Because you're not as funny as you think you are.
I am hilarious. Hilarious.
My
Even
mom's
ask
the
Christa.
only one shaking her head.
The funniest. I mean, Logan gives out some good singers sometimes. But I wouldn't say he's the funniest.
Just an honorable mention.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. I don't know.
In your day-to-day life, when somebody's speaking, who's the one that makes you burst out laughing the most?
Logan.
Oh, then that's your answer. So not just an honorable mention. What ridiculous thing has somebody tricked you into doing or believing?
I have no idea what that means. Oh! Well, I had, so it was a night of drinking, let's just start off by saying that. And Christa had this smart friggin' idea to do the Kylie Jenner challenge. So we all got shot glasses and sucked our lips into the shot glasses for like, how long were they in there? Like 10 minutes? Probably less, I don't know. But after I took the shot glass off, my whole upper and bottom lip from bruised.
Huge hickey.
A huge hickey around my lips. Like, it was so embarrassing. I could not cover it up with makeup. I went to work like that. Everyone was like, what the fuck happened to you? I was like, don't even ask. But that was super embarrassing. Like, don't ever do the Kylie Jenner challenge, people. Never works out. Whose shot glass broke? Didn't somebody's break?
Matt's.
Was
I
it
think
Matt's?
It was Matt's.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you Googled?
The last thing I Googled?
Go ahead and pull up your phone.
Alright. Well, don't look.
How do you look at the last thing you Googled?
Your
'Cause it
history.
saves it.
Oh.
Motivational quotes. That was the last thing I Googled.
Motivational quote of the day: lay on the couch and do nothing.
No. Yeah, motivational quotes.
What is the dumbest way you've been injured?
Well, I've only been injured once.
Oh, you've been injured a few times. Ski hill,
Oh, yeah.
camp.
Like really injured. Okay, I can't choose the dumbest because they're all pretty fucking stupid. Like, they're all things that could have been avoided. No, camp wasn't the dumbest because it technically wasn't really my fault.
Were any of them technically your fault?
The four-wheeler incident was not my fault.
The four-wheeler incident, okay.
That was Michelle's fault. That one I could have died. The ski hill was my fault because I didn't listen to directions properly. So I'm gonna say
The ski hill?
The ski
and just to
hill.
add to the ski hill, my daughter was taken off of a ski hill on a stretcher behind a snowmobile.
oh shit, that was some good times. Yeah, so I'm gonna choose the ski hill because the other ones were not my fault.
And how did you hurt yourself on the ski hill?
Well, it's all a little blurry, but I was going down the hill. There was this little kid that like fell, and I kind of like swerved and then went down to like a ditch. It was kind of just like a whoop, kind of situation. Like, so I went to avoid the kid, but I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go the other way, and the way that I went, it was like trees and like whatever, so I ended up in like a ditch on the ground. That was my back right? That was my back. Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Darryl?
I think I'm on to my last question.
Alright.
I was debating whether or not I was going to ask this one, but I figured I might as well live up to my reputation.
Oh, fuck.
What would you guess is your parents' favorite sexual position and why?
Oh my god! I can't answer this question.
Answer it truthfully.
So you'd answer every question and truthfully. No, I'm not going to make you answer that question.
That is just inappropriate. My dad is sitting here.
So if he wasn't sitting here, you'd be able to answer
No,
it? Okay, then.
And you could have said the most ridiculous, fucked up thing you could possibly
Yeah, but then
think of.
people listening to this podcast are gonna have this ridiculous
vision of somebody who's not you.
my parents.
Yeah, but not you.
No. Sorry, I'm not answering that question.
I'm gonna go with my last question too. And again, I'm focusing more on you explaining and doing stuff rather than truthfulness. That whatever. I want you to teach me something I don't know in the next 5 minutes.
Huh. How do I teach someone something that knows more than I do?
You're part of the Kardashian generation. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff you know that we don't in that aspect. Heck, Logan had to teach me what thought meant.
Teach you what thought meant?
Yeah, I didn't know what it meant.
Oh.
Well, I know what thought, the original word, but your generation is changing all the meanings to words now.
Okay, we'll think about that and we'll come back in a second. We'll go with like a general, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully with a better job. Married.
Laying on
With
the
an
couch,
adopted
liposuction.
child. That's where I see myself in 10 years. Yeah. Okay, so now I guess I gotta go back to the other question.
Well, I can give my last one. If your life was a movie, what actor would play you?
Jennifer Aniston. Why are these questions the easiest ones?
Why?
That wasn't part of the question.
Don't make it complicated.
Because I really like Jennifer Aniston as an actress, and I would like her to portray me.
I would have picked Lucy Liu.
I am not Asian.
Okay, forget about the teach me something question. But that should be maybe a little segment you put into your podcast every week. I think it'd be nice to take some time to teach somebody something, to teach your listeners something that you don't think they know a lot about.
Okay. All right.
You take 5 minutes out of your podcast and just say, here's a little knowledge I like to.
Like
Pay-
what the
pay
word
for it.
thought means, or
There you go.
yeah. I don't even know what it means, to be honest.
It's an acronym. With that hoe over there.
Oh.
What's the closest thing you think is real magic? That you've visually seen that would make you believe in magic?
I can't answer this one for you because
I'm not asking
Have to
you
have
to
a different answer.
me. Just trying to think.
Got your nose?
It's not magic. Grandpa always used to get me with that coin. I still don't know how he does it. What's the one that he does with the coins? Just talk. You do know. You did it with him all the time.
Oh, you put like a pile of coins and then you just put a metal thing over it and it just disappeared.
Yeah. No, it was only one after, wasn't it?
No, they all disappeared.
Okay, moving on. If you owned a boat, what would you name it?
Betty.
Betty.
Betty. Big ol' Betty.
Betty or Biddy?
Betty.
Okay.
Did it sound like I said Biddy?
No, big old Biddy.
Oh, no, Betty. Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, if you have any more. Nope. All right. Well, thank you everyone for asking me some questions. Sorry if I had a hard time answering some of them. Definitely was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Wasn't expecting some of the questions that I got. You just drank. Sorry, my dad just drank the rest of my coffee, and it's a double, and he gets a regular, so I can only imagine. And it's cold. It's not even warm either. Anyways, so thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I don't take 6 more months after this podcast to record another one. But, yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night.